The HAL HJT-16 Kiran is one of the most iconic indigenous aircraft ever developed by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, HAL, serving as the backbone of India's intermediate jet training program for decades and playing a vital role in shaping generations of Indian Air Force and Indian Navy fighter pilots. Conceived in the early 1960s, the Kiran first flew in 1964 and was officially inducted into service in 1968. Marking a significant milestone for India's aerospace industry at a time when the nation was still heavily dependent on foreign aircraft designs. Designed as a twin-seat, subsonic trainer, the Kiran was developed to bridge the gap between piston-engine basic trainers such as the HAL HJT-36 Deepak and advanced supersonic fighters like the MiG-21, Mirage 2000, and later the Sukhoi Su-30 Mki. The aircraft quickly proved its worth as a reliable, easy-to-maintain, and highly maneuverable jet that could introduce trainee pilots to the complexities of jet-powered flight, aerobatics, and weapons handling in a safe yet challenging environment. Powered initially by the Rolls-Royce Viper turbojet engine, the Kiran offered a maximum speed of nearly 695 km per hour, with a range close to 900 km, giving it sufficient performance for both training and limited combat roles. Over time, the aircraft was improved through various upgrades, including the Mke version that introduced armament for weapon training, and the more advanced Mk2, which featured a more powerful Orpheus engine, upgraded avionics, and improved weapon carrying capacity. With provisions for two 7.62mm guns and underwing pylons that could carry unguided rockets, practice bombs, and gun pods, the Kiran was also used in a light attack role for counterinsurgency and training exercises. One of the most remarkable achievements of the HAL Kiran was its role in the Surya Kiran Aerobatic Team, SCAT, the Indian Air Force's world-famous aerobatic display unit. Using the Kiran Mk2, SCAT became one of the premier 9 aircraft formation aerobatic teams in the world, demonstrating India's aviation prowess at countless national and international airshows. The Kiran's stability, agility, and forgiving flight characteristics made it the perfect platform for close formation aerobatics, thrilling millions of spectators with breathtaking maneuvers. Beyond aerobatics, the aircraft served as the backbone of intermediate training for over 50 years, ensuring that every Indian fighter pilot transitioning from basic trainers to frontline jets had the skills and confidence needed to handle high-performance combat aircraft. Despite its age, the Kiran remained in frontline service well into the 21st century, a testament to the soundness of its design and HAL's ability to keep the aircraft operational through continuous maintenance and upgrades. However, as technology advanced and new generation trainers were introduced globally, the limitations of the Kiran became increasingly apparent. Its dated avionics, older engines, and limited performance compared to modern trainers meant that it could no longer keep pace with the demands of contemporary fighter pilot training. To replace it, India introduced the BAE Hawk 132 advanced jet trainer, and HAL developed the indigenous HJT-36 Sitara as its intended successor. Although the Sitara faced multiple delays and technical hurdles, the Hawk filled the gap, gradually phasing alive its legacy of contribution to Indian military aviation. Today, while newer aircraft dominate the skies, the Kiran is fondly remembered as a rugged, dependable, and historic trainer that carried Indian aviation forward during a critical period. Its legacy lies not just in the hundreds of aircraft built but in the thousands of pilots it trained, the air displays it graced, and the self-reliance it fostered in India's defense sector. Even as it enters retirement, the HAL HJT-16 Kiran remains a proud symbol of India's early steps toward becoming an aviation power. Title: HAL HJT-16 Kiran, India's iconic jet trainer legacy. Description: a full update on the HAL HJT-16 Kiran, India's legendary intermediate jet trainer that served the Air Force and Navy for over 50 years, training thousands of fighter pilots and shaping the future of Indian aviation.